My name is Lauren Curry, and I am a 5-year resident of Westford, Vermont. I'm also the executive director of the Rich and Deb Tarrant Foundation and the co-founder of the Westford Food Shelf. I heard about the Front Porch Forum right about when it was initially launched, and right away became a member. And I knew a little bit about Michael and Valerie Wood-Lewis, and I loved that concept that they wanted to create kind of home-based conversation again. And because my husband and I moved here from a community where we lived and worked and socialized and recreated all in the same place. It was a town out west, and we were kind of a place unto ourselves, and so we had all of our networks existed within our community, and so we had a lot of connections. And here we live one place, we work in 2 separate towns, we use the gym in a 3rd town, we have friends all over the place. So I really liked that idea of having something that was building our community connections and that really started a community dialogue. At first I think we were just kind of typical users of the forum. We liked hearing what our neighbors had to say. We liked learning when somebody was posting that they had, wood for sale, or had lost a cat, or was looking to borrow, a crib for a visiting grandchild. And, we certainly made a few connections through that with various people. But I think when the forum really became most useful to me was in the fall, around Thanksgiving of 2007, I, for a variety of reasons, decided that I really wanted to start a food shelf in the town of Westford. And I had a new baby. It was my 2nd child. I had a new baby and a 2-year-old, and a lot of passion for an issue and some knowledge, but I really needed help. And I put out a call in the forum asking if people felt that there was a need in our community for a food shelf, and to help me understand what that need was better, to get a sense of how many people benefited from the holiday food basket program that the town offered, and then to ask who would be interested in being involved in that kind of a project. And I think in the past, that kind of an effort just to get to that stage required so much work. There had to be open meetings, and there had to be flyers put out, and a lot of phone calls made. And the forum made it so easy to reach out to my neighbors and ask them what they thought of this idea. And then, if as a community we felt like it would be a good resource, who would like to work on the project with me? And right away I had responses from 8 or 10 people who said, yes, we love that idea and we would be happy to help. We were able to, from that point, really start organizing a food shelf. And we called out to the community, and we asked for donations, and we had a fundraiser. We organized a concert, and people came, and people brought food to donate, and people gave money. And we opened our first food shelf was in June of 2008, which was, again, it was right just kind of months into the start of the economic crisis. So we were really in a wonderful position, thankfully, to respond to a crisis that we didn't know was coming. And we now very regularly serve between 20 and 30 families a month, and we never thought we would get anywhere close to that amount of people. And this whole time, we have done we've done it all through the forum. We have, called out for donations through the forum. We've called for volunteers. We've asked for food and for cash and for ideas and for people to help us. And I like to say that I've got an organization now that's been up and running for a year, that's entirely volunteer based, and and we've got an annual budget that we're meeting, and food that we're giving out, and we've never sent a mailing. We've never put a stamp on anything, and we've never had to go out and kind of canvass the neighborhood with flyers. We're really able to have an ongoing conversation with the community about our project, about the needs that we have, about the needs that the community has, making sure that we're still relevant, making sure that we're providing the resources that people want in the way that they can most usefully access them. And we've done it all through Front Porch Forum.